Chapter 1. The Quiet Before Meaning. This is a story of a guy who just existed. No care, no attachment. Just being alive. Arjun. A guy who hardly talks to his 3 friends and plays games all the time. Yes, it's a story of a guy who was just a backup option. Who was just a background character. It was all like this before a girl. Someone who entered his life. Arjun's days moved without resistance. They did not hurt, but they did not matter either. Morning arrived, evening followed, and somewhere between lectures, screens, and routine, time dissolved into something shapeless. He existed competently, present, polite, invisible. He had learned early how to stay unnoticed, speak when spoken to, listen more than needed, give space, even when none was asked for. Loneliness did not frighten him anymore. It had become familiar, almost reliable. It was the background noise of his life. Then came an ordinary night. Not special. Not marked by fate or coincidence grand enough to be remembered later. Just another game lobby. Another username among dozens. Another voice typed into text. Her name was Mira. At first, she was nothing more than presence. Quick responses, dry humor, a way of reacting that felt effortless. She didn't demand attention. She didn't offer intimacy. She simply existed beside him in the shared silence of play. And that was enough to disturb the stillness Arjun had grown used to. Days passed. Then weeks. Conversations extended slightly longer. Matches turned into habits. He noticed small things before he realized he was noticing it all. The times she logged in. The pauses before her replies. The way her tone shifted depending on who else was present. He learned these details unconsciously, the way one learns the shape of a room by living in it. Something subtle began to change. Arjun started checking the time more often. He hurried home without knowing why. The game no longer felt like a distraction. It felt like an appointment. Not with Mira herself, but with the version of himself that existed when she was around. Lighter, more alert, less hollow. He told himself it was nothing. People talked, people played. Meaning was something others romanticized. He had survived long enough without it. But meaning does not announce itself. It seeps in. One night, after a particularly quiet match, Mira stayed online longer than usual. They talked, not about feelings, not about life, but about nothing important. And yet, when she logged off, Arjun noticed the silence left behind felt sharper than before. That was the moment. Not love. Not yet. But attachment. The kind that forms before permission is granted. He did not fall suddenly. He leaned. Slowly. Carefully. Each day a little more. Until one morning he realized that she had become the first thought he checked for, and the last presence he waited to fade. And he didn't stop himself.